The Irish Psychic Show, for all your psychic needs, live on Internet Radio. For your chance to get a reading with Irish Psychic, simply Skype Tarot Free or call the studio 0144 34 357. International add +353. This show is packed full of psychic readings and advice, so make sure you join the fan page. Details can be found via irishpsychic.net.
Hello, you're all very welcome to the Irish Psychic Show for March the 6th, 2013. You're all very welcome. I'm live until 12 midnight. And if you would like to get a free psychic reading on tonight's show, it's pretty simple. All you need to do is simply comment on my main page, and that is irishpsychic.net, and click on the radio show. And the other alternative way of getting in contact with the show is via the Facebook page as well. And you'll see there the event that was created, and it says Free Psychic Readings March the 6th. So any person that has commented in there, you're all in for a chance of getting a free psychic reading on the show tonight. And as I've mentioned, I'm here until 12 midnight. So again, if you don't get a reading tonight, don't worry. There will be another show again on a Friday night at 11 p.m. Now, I'm also taking voice calls today, or tonight should I say. And if you'd like to leave a voice message for the show, all you need to do is just dial the local studio number, and it's not a premium rate number, so you don't have to worry about, it's going to cost you a fortune. It's not. It's going to be, I think, 20 cent from, your mobile. And if you're calling from an Earcom landline number, sometimes it's free depending on what package you have. And the number to call is a Dublin number. It's 014 43 43 57. And I'll call that number out once again. It's 014 43 43 57, and you'll hear, "Hi, welcome to Irish Psychic, please hold while we try to connect you." Obviously I can't answer because I'm on air at the moment, but it will say then, please leave your name and number. And you don't have to leave your number, but just leave your name, your question and your location as well, and hopefully I will be playing your voicemail on tonight's show. And I did promise I'll be playing 4, so again, if you don't actually leave a voice message, well then obviously you can't get one, but if you do, you have a better chance of getting a reading on tonight's show. So that number once again to call is 014 43 43 57, and if you're outside of Ireland you can also call the number, and the number is 00353 43 43 57. So please do get in contact with the show. This is Haunt Me by Shane MacDonald.
Well, I thought I would feel better with you out of sight, but I saw you for a moment in my house tonight. I couldn't hold you, couldn't touch you, though I wanted to. You can walk away so easy, but I'm broken too. I wanna call you up on your day off work. Hear you say my name, hear your heartbeat again, and the rain outside. In my arms you hide, but my thoughts haunt me tonight. I thought you wanted something better, something more like me, but my hope for you is fading. So what's it gonna be? Because I'm tired of holding out for just the slightest touch. but the taste of love you give me makes me want you so much. I wanna call you up on your day off work. Hear you say my name, hear your heartbeat again, and the rain outside. In my arms you hide, but my thoughts haunt me tonight. I just wanna hold you right now, 'cause I know what to say. When we are together, I get blown away, thinking about the day I can call you up on your day off work. Hear you say my name, hear your heartbeat again, and the rain outside. In my arms you hide, but my thoughts haunt me. So I go asleep, and maybe I dream of you tonight.
There you go, that was Haunt Me by Shane MacDonald. I do hope you enjoy that. All the music, just so you're aware, that I play on the show are sent in from local artists around Ireland and across the globe as well. So if you're listening to the show and you're thinking, I would love my music featured on the Irish Psychic Show, all you need to do is just go to my main page, which is irishpsychic.net, and at the very end there of the page you'll see musicians and singers, and that is the place to submit your music. Obviously, because I'm an online radio station, I can't play copyrighted music, so please, no covers of songs. Any songs that you do hear have been written themselves by the artists. Okay, so the first person that I'd like to read for tonight, I'm just going over to the Facebook page now. So if you've joined that event, which says free psychic readings for March the 6th, hopefully I will be reading for you tonight. Okay, so the first person that I'd like to read for is Grace Beaty, and the question that you've asked, Grace, is this going to be a good year for me? So I'm just shuffling the cards now, and when Spirit told me to stop, I'll stop shuffling the cards. And again, I do apologise for the readings that I give on air. I can only go into so much detail, and I do try and get through as many people as possible. But if you would like a private reading with myself, some of those readings that I do via the private message, via Skype, or via the audio messages that I do as well, that is the 15-card audio reading there. Usually they last between 15 to 25 minutes. So depending on which reading you purchase, you'll be able to get one of those. And I also do the micro readings as well, which is just quick and simple, and they start from €3, £2, which is $4. So again, if you'd like a private reading, please just see my website. Okay, what they're indicating here, Grace, we have the 5 of Scepters in the reverse position, and that's the luck card. And usually when this card comes up in the reverse position, usually there has been kind of a run of bad luck, and you're always going to kind of find that in terms of the bad luck situation. And it kind of happens to me in the past as well, and I'm sure there's a lot of listeners listening to the show that it has happened to, that once one thing happens, the next thing happens, and then the next thing happens, and you're thinking, oh, when will this end? And the simple fact of the matter is you need to kind of see this changing before it actually happens first. So when things happen and there's kind of a knock-on effect of the bad luck, so to speak, you need to kind of go, do you know what? No, I'm going to change this for myself, and I'm going to turn this around. And that's what's indicated here by the World card here, because the World card is one of the major cards here, Grace. And when the World card comes up, it just shows here that you're in control of yourself. You're in control of, your destiny as well. And that goes for any of the listeners and any of the fans listening to the show. You can control what it is that you want to happen in life. You can wake up in the morning and you can, feel upset. You can have all this kind of anxiety, inside you. But if you have those feelings, you need to kind of go, do you know what? I don't want them in my life anymore. So, you can just ask for all that to kind of go away. And even in terms of myself as well, when I've had panic attacks in the past, I was so sick and tired of them, I just wanted them to go. So I actually asked Spirit to actually, let those panic attacks go, because sometimes it's just the build-up of the emotions inside you. And sometimes you do have to kind of just go, do you know what, enough is enough. I just want them out of my life. So what I have done in the past, and I've told a lot of people this, is the affirmations. And an affirmation is a change of thought. So what I would like you to start from, doing from tonight, Grace, and this goes for all the listeners as well, is if you can just say to yourself, I love and approve of myself, and all is well in my life. And trust me, it'll change everything. Will change, that kind of bad luck maybe that's happening at the moment, and maybe if things aren't going your way, it will change all that. Because what they're indicating here as well, Grace, from the cards is we have the 8 of scepters here, and that's in the reverse position, and also the work card. So I'm not too sure if things have been difficult surrounding work, or maybe you're out of work at the moment, but when the 2 of cups comes up along with the 8 of scepters, they're showing here, don't give up. And I continue, just sending out your applications there, and trust me, things will happen and things will change for you as well. So thank you very much as well for sending in your question, Grace. Okay, the next person that I'd like to read for is Tony Ostrowski. Am I right in pursuing animal Reiki, which is communication and shamanism Reiki? What do you see for me? Hugs to you. Oh, thank you very much, Tony. So as you can hear, I'm just shuffling the cards now. And they've just told me to stop, so I'm just looking at the cards now. Right, well, things are quite difficult in this kind of area here at the moment, Tony, because you do have the Horseman of Cups here in the reverse position, and you also have the Youth of Cups in the reverse position, and also the 6 of Cups in the reverse position as well. It's like if things have been quite difficult, or you're finding things difficult at the moment regarding, where to kind of, pursue, the kind of the clients out there, so to speak, is the best way I'm kind of, putting it at the moment. With the 6 of Swords there in the reverse position and the Horseman of Coins, I'm not too sure if it's going to be something that you can do full time, but by all means you can do it part time, and that's what they're kind of indicating here from the cards. You also have the Ace of Wands, and that's in the reverse position, and that's kind of the optimistic card and the kind of opportunities that are around you at the moment. And kind of at the moment they're indicating here that things are quite slow, things are quite difficult, and it's a matter of kind of learning more about the area that you're involved in terms of bringing that clientele in. It's like if I don't see the connection being made just yet with people that can be connected with, if that makes sense. It's like if I see you just kind of out there on your own and no one is around you at the moment, and you need to kind of look for those opportunities around you to source the the clients for that. So I wish you every success, Tony, and please do get it back in touch with me if you can. It's always good to get the feedback in relation to the questions that I've answered as well. So thank you very much. Okay, the next person that I'd like to read for, and don't worry, I will be answering some voice calls as well. So if you're listening to the show and you haven't got a reading yet, maybe a voice call is something that you'd be interested in. All you need to do is just call the studio number, which is 014 43 43 57. That's 014 43 43 57, and leave your name, location, followed by your question as well. And I will be answering at least 4 of those, maybe more, after the next break. So do get in your question as soon as possible, please, if you can. The next person that I'd like to read for, and this is all via the Facebook events page. So if you've left a question there, that's where I'm answering the questions. So the next person, should I say, is Pauline Brown. Will I get a more rewarding job that I will enjoy soon, please? No problem at all, Pauline. So I'm just gathering the cards now. I'm just shuffling them, and when Spirit told me to stop, I'll stop shuffling them and lay out the cards for your reading. Okay, they've just told me to stop, Pauline. I'm just laying out the cards now. Right, quite a tricky situation here, because we have the Lover's card in the reverse position, and that's always about choosing a path. We also have the 5 of Swords in the upright position, and that's an escape card. Usually when this card comes up, if it's in relation to a relationship, I'll be telling you, to kind of, leave, as soon as possible if you can. But what they're indicating here with the 6 of Wands here, the 6 of Wands comes up, I do kind of feel that there will be something changing regarding after 6-month period. For the moment, you're kind of stuck where you are, and that's what the Lover's card indicates here, because it's in the reverse position. There's kind of no, opportunities opening up, or no path, that you can actually see where things are going to change. But I do feel after the next 6 months, things will change, and that's your kind of opportunity to kind of escape from the job that you're in at the moment. And that's where the 5 of Swords would have come up there as well. They're kind of saying here as well, don't feel stuck. At the moment you're kind of feeling stuck, and you're kind of thinking that things aren't going to change. They will change, but it's just a matter of you staying positive to bring upon this change. But after the 6-month period, I do feel things will get much, much better for you here, Pauline. So again, just keep the faith and, stay strong as well. I know it's not easy when you're in a kind of a job that you're not happy with, but trust me, things will change after 6 months. So thank you very much for sending in your question as well to the show. If you've just joined me, it is now 18 minutes past 11 here in Ireland. I'm here until 12 midnight, and the lines are open. So during the next commercial break, I will be taking more callers. So if you'd like to leave a voice message for the show, all you need to do is just dial 014 43 43 57, and I will be taking my first 2 voice callers after this. And you will not be speaking to me live on air, so you needn't panic. All you need to do is just leave your name, location, followed by your question as well. And if you're lucky to get one of those, you'll hear your voice played on the show. Okay, do join me after this.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
They are shaking now.
There you go, that was Enough by Chris Tansey, so I do hope you enjoy that. Okay, we have had a voice caller, so again, if you would like to dial the number, it's 014 43 43 57, and that number is open, so it's not a premium rate number, it's just a local number, so you're not going to be charged a fortune. Hello caller, what is your name?
Hi, my name is Anthony Pickford. I would like a reading for the show, the radio show on Wednesday night. I'm a special needs assistant and I was working in Cork last year for 6 months. But I want to know, is there a job in the special needs coming up for me, because I'd love to go back to Cork and will I end up back where I want to be in Cork? So would you answer my question? And is there anything exciting coming up for me this year? So I'd really like to know. The 5th of the 9th, 86 is my date of birth, and I'll be listening to the show tomorrow night. Thank you.
Okay, Anthony, thank you very much for sending in your question. And if, like Anthony, you would like to get in touch with the show, all you need to do is just dial the number. It's 01443 43 57 and leave your name, location, followed by your question as well. So I'm just shuffling the cards now, Anthony. When they tell me to stop, I'll stop shuffling the cards. And again, I do apologise. I can only go into so much detail on air, mainly because we're kind of limited for time. So if you'd like to purchase a private reading with myself, all you need to do is just simply click on the Purchase Reading tab via irishpsychic.net. Okay, Anthony, they just told me to stop, and I'm just laying out the cards now. Right, good kind of cards come up here in relation to that particular question here, Anthony. We have the Tower card, and when the Tower card comes up, it's one of the major cards. And again, a major card just means that there's a higher significance placed on these particular cards. We also have the King of Coins, which represents yourself, and we also have the Three of Coins as well. Now, the Three of Coins is always about the connection being made in terms of, you know, that you do want to move, you want to, you know, relocate back to Cork again and have that job with regards to special needs assistant. Now, at the moment, they're kind of indicating that things are quite difficult in that particular area. It's like if there is no opportunities out there for you in terms of, you know, the kind of job that you're looking for. However, they are indicating here with regards to the Moon card that I'm not kind of too sure if it's going to be in Cork. I kind of see that it's kind of in a different location, and that's what they're kind of indicating. They're kind of saying, you know, think outside the box. It's not going to be in Cork, and that's what they're indicating here from the cards. Now, we also have, again, we have the Four of Coins here, and when the Four of Coins comes up, they're kind of showing here that there will be change after a 4-month period. So again, it's not going to be now, but it will be, you know, kind of over the summer months is the kind of key message that Spirit is actually saying. Now, you're kind of definite in terms of the move because we have the Seven of Cups here. And that's really, really positive. So again, I'm not too sure if you are located in Cork. If you are, please let me know. But if you're not, I kind of do see the move back. I'm not too sure why I'm kind of seeing this move, but there is a move around you at the moment, and it is going to be very, very positive for you as well. But mainly, you know, to kind of sum up the reading in terms of the job situation, I feel that things will change after the 4-month period. So again, just hang in there, and I do feel that change will be happening then. So thank you very much, Anthony, for sending in your question. Okay, so it's over to my main page now, which is irishpsychic.net. So if you've asked a question via that page, hopefully I will be answering one of your questions on tonight's show. Okay, so I'm just going through the questions here, and thank you very much for all the listeners and all the fans getting in touch with the show. There is a question here. Okay, it's Adele Nuri. Can you see what's in front of me in the coming year? Will I stay with my boyfriend, lover, or is it over? Thanks. No problem at all, Adele. So I'm just shuffling the cards as you can hear. Okay, they've just told me to stop. I'm just laying out the cards now. Right, I don't actually see you staying with your boyfriend at the moment here, Adele, because the Five of Swords come up, and I did say when that particular card comes up, in terms of, you know, relationship side of things, it is kind of quite a significant card to kind of say the answer is, you know, that you're not going to stay with him. And I don't really, you know, kind of beat around the bush in terms of, you know, how I kind of give the information. I'd rather just be honest with you. And that's why a lot of people kind of keep coming back to me, because I'm kind of straight to the point and I'm honest in terms of what I see and what the cards see as well. With the Fool card here, the Fool card come up, and that's one of the major cards. It come up in the reverse position along with the Awakening card here as well. Now, when the Fool card come up in the reverse position along with the Awakening card, you're kind of, it's like if Spirit just want me to kind of A, give you a hug, and B, just say, listen, you need to kind of just take your time. Don't be kind of rushing things, and just, you kind of relax is the key message here. It's like if you've been, you know, up and down, and there's kind of been mixed emotions surrounding your boyfriend, and that's no good for you either. You know, you're either in a relationship that, you know, your boyfriend loves you, or you're not. It's one or the other. It's pointless being in a relationship where, you know, you're getting mixed signals and there's mixed messages and you're kind of fighting to be in the relationship, because that's not a relationship that's going to, you know, be happy. So overall, they're kind of indicating here, just take your time, and again, you know, don't kind of feel that you have to get back in a relationship straight away, or don't feel that you have to prove anything. You don't. And, you know, for anyone who's out there who's single at the moment, don't kind of see that as a negative. See that as, you know, that you're just waiting for that particular person to come along into your life and change everything. And it's about staying positive as well in terms of, you know, what it is that you want to attract. And I've always said this, and it really does work. So if you are single, just take out a piece of paper and write down 5 qualities that you would like to find in, a partner. So write down that you want them to be, monogamous, you want them to be loving, caring, kind, whatever it is that you want, whether it's the build of the person, whatever it is that you want, write down the 5 qualities that you'd like to attract in, a new partner, and then fold it 3 times, that piece of paper, and then on the outside of it just write down my wish, and then place it underneath your pillow. And it's kind of saying to the universe, I'm not going to say that it's a spell or anything, because it's not, but it's putting that out there, what it is that you want to attract, and it will really change things. And again, for yourself, Adele, I do hope you do that, and trust me, things will change there in relation to that. So thank you very much as well for sending in your question to the show. Okay, there is a lot of anonymous people getting in contact with the show. It's always good to give your name, please, because there's a lot of people listening, and you don't have to use your real name. So again, if you'd like to get in contact with the show and you want to leave a question, please just put some name so I can actually address you, so you know who that I'm reading for. Okay, the next person that I'd like to read for is Sandra, sorry. The way you have it down is a capital S, then and then R-A in capital. So I thought it was a different name, but it's Sandra. What's in store for 2013 for me, and will I have more kids, and when? Thank you, in Wicklow Town. No problem at all, Sandra. So I'm just shuffling the cards now. And they've just told me to stop. I'm just looking at the cards now. Right, well, you have the Death card here, Sandra, and the Death card is one of the major cards. Again, a major card just means that there's a higher significance placed on these particular cards. I feel that you've kind of gone through the run of the mill, so to speak. It's like if there's been loads of different things that have been happening in your life, and this year is going to be a good year for you. It's like if 2012 was just one of those years that, you're kind of thankful to see the back of, and that's what the Death card indicates here. It's like if all the stuff that has happened in the past has now finished, and leave it in the past. Sometimes we have a tendency to bring it, back up, and that's something that I don't recommend. So make sure whatever has happened in the past, just leave it in the past. Now, they're also indicating here with the Hierophant card. The Hierophant card is also a major card here, Sandra, and because it's in the reverse position, I'm not too sure if there's kind of issues going on where you need a little bit of help in terms of maybe, kind of a teacher of some sort. There's some kind of particular person around you at the moment where you need to kind of get in touch with them. It's like if it's either you're in a course or something, or you're afraid to do a course, or you're kind of debating, should you, kind of do this course? I'm not too sure, but I kind of see this person giving you the advice that maybe it's something that you're not yet prepared for. Sometimes, we all have a tendency to think that we know everything, and then when we don't, and sometimes we fail to kind of ask people for their help or what they would recommend, and that's where I'm kind of seeing the teaching side of things. It's like if, because this particular card is in the reverse position, you kind of need to be taught something, and you're kind of afraid of, maybe asking for the, sometimes, like I mentioned, we have this fear that if we ask something, they may think that we're stupid or something like that. It's completely the opposite case. So again, get that help that you kind of need here in relation to this particular subject. We also have the Horseman of Coins here. And the Horseman of Coins is a fantastic card to find, especially where work is concerned, Sandra. So again, they're not kind of indicating here with regards to the pregnancy card, because that didn't come up. Again, it's only a mini reading, so I'm not going to say that there is or there isn't. But when that particular card doesn't come up, the pregnancy card, it doesn't mean that it's going to be this year. So again, they're kind of mainly concentrating on kind of the work situation side of things at the moment, and that's something that you need to just concentrate on, because it is going to be a very, very good year for you in relation to that. So thank you very much as well for sending in your question. Okay, we'll do one more before we take another commercial break. Jenny from Roscommon, when will I get the house I really want, and when? Okay, so I'm just gathering the cards now, and I'm just shuffling them. Again, don't forget the telephone lines are open if you'd like to leave a voice message for the show. All you need to do is dial 014 43 43 57, and outside of Ireland it's 00353 14 43 43 57. But if you fail to get that number on air, don't worry. All the details can be found on my main page, which is irishpsychic.net, or on the Facebook page there as well. You'll see there on the cover picture. Okay, they just told me to stop, Jenny. I'm just looking at the cards now, and you're just asking, will I get the house I really want, and when? Right, I feel the answer is yes to that, but it's going to be a 9-month period, because we have the 9 of Swords here. Again, when the 9 of Swords comes up, it's usually a card where there's kind of been some difficulties here Jenny. So, buying a new house and getting the house that you want sometimes can be very, very difficult. And for anyone out there who's buying a home, make sure that it's all checked. Make sure that, you take your time, because there's always going to be some legalities that you may not have kind of prepared for. And that's where, a delay can happen. So just go with the advice from the solicitor. And make sure that you take your time as well. But you do have the Awakening card here, and you also have the Horseman of Coins. Again, it's the the financial side of things, and also the Death card here. But they're kind of adamant that it will be after a 9-month period for you to get this home. So I do hope that has answered your question, and thank you very much as well for sending in your question to the show. Okay, after this break I will be taking another voice caller, so if you have left a voice message for the show, now's your time to call in if you have not yet, and I will be taking the next voice caller at the end of the ad break. Do join me after this.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
Sticks and stones may break our bones, but words could destroy us too. Sinking like a stone in the sea, what is best is our most, is the image of how we're supposed to be. Don't be like the rest of them. Don't let them label you. And just 'cause we're down doesn't mean you're staying down there. Find beauty in what you told to us and break the rules. Last year was tough, but cheers to us for being tougher. Just know the sun still shines behind all your gray skies. All you had wasn't beautiful, disaster. Too many people underestimate what they are and overthink something they're not. 'Cause our state of living up to your expectations. Don't let fear run over your shot. Don't let fear run over your shot. Let's get back to nature. 'Cause technology killed our kids. I now pronounce you man and wife. Update your online status now. I guess the leaves will fall on their own. The leaves fall on their own. But last year was tough, but cheers to us for being tougher. Just know the sun still shines behind all your gray skies. All you had was us. All you had was a beautiful disaster. Beautiful.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
And you're very welcome back to the Irish Psychic Show. It is now 23:39. I'm here until midnight, so there's still plenty of time to get in contact with the show if you'd like one of those readings. And hello to all the people on the Spreaker chat room. We have Juliana Kelly, Jacqueline Sanderson, and I think Denise is there as well at the very, very top. So hello to all you lovely ladies. Okay, we do have another voice caller. Hello, who is there?
Hi there, this is Emma here. I'm just looking for, I don't know, regarding some help regarding my love life, going away travelling, money, a job. I'm looking into going away soon, but I'm struggling to get a job to fund this stay. And I'm in touch with my ex, and it's not exactly going great, but I can't seem to let it go. If you could help me, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you. My date of birth is the 8th of the 8th, 90.
Okay, thank you very much there, Emma. So I'm just shuffling the cards now. And again, when Spirit tell me to stop, I'll stop shuffling the cards and I'll lay out the cards for your reading. And again, it is quite daunting when you kind of want to go away and, move to a different country, especially when, the work is concerned, because you kind of have to have the job, before you even go out there. And that's what usually, you try and do anyway. But if not, you do have to kind of just make that gamble and kind of go. But obviously, you do need the funds beforehand. So I'm just shuffling the cards now, and they've just told me to stop, Emma, and I'm just laying out the cards now. Okay, well, the first thing regarding the X, I would say no to that. The first two cards that come up here in relation to that are, we have the Three of Swords in the reverse position. And on that particular card, if you could see it, there is 3 swords and there is one of the swords going through the heart. We also have the Ace of Cups. And again, on that particular card, there is the emotions surrounding, the love life. And there is a huge love heart on that card as well. So I know a lot of people, especially where an ex is concerned, you have kind of a past with them. And you try and, reignite the flame. And it's kind of a difficult situation because you're kind of thinking, why is he an ex, first of all? Was it me? Was it him, etc.? And then you're kind of thinking, no, maybe we are meant to, be together. And I'm not saying that no relationship works out when you get back with your ex, but at the moment here, Emma, they're kind of saying that it's not going to be kind of the most positive experience for you. So it's just kind of one of those situations where, listen, if you want to kind of go ahead and stay with stay with your ex, please do so. But again, unless he's treating you with the love and respect that you deserve, it's pointless you actually being, there with regards him. Now, in relation to the funds that you're hoping for, and with regards, the financial side of things, especially for before you kind of move away, you do have the Enchantress card here, and the Enchantress card is one of the major cards here, Emma. So you do really need to kind of believe in yourself. It's like if you're kind of doubting yourself before anything even happens, and it's very difficult to kind of think positive all the time. And I'm not saying that I think positive all the time as well. I'm only human at the end of the day. But you do kind of need to see things happening for you. You need to kind of see those kind of breaks happening. You need to see these opportunities, opening up for you as well. Again, you do have the Awakening card here in the reverse position, and you also have the Death card in the reverse position. And because these, both of these cards are in the reverse position, you're already thinking that, nothing is going to happen, that you're never going to be able to, move away to Australia or anything like that. And you need to kind of stop that, because the last card that come up, Emma, is the Wish card, and that's the Star card. Again, it's one of the major cards, and when that particular card comes up, it is a really, really positive sign that things will happen and, your wish will be granted. It's just a matter of you believing in yourself and believing that the universe will send something out there in terms of, the money and the work. So again, believe in yourself, and everything else will happen. Now, again, I don't really do health-related questions, but if I do pick up anything during a reading, I do have to pass it on. And it's my left eye, Emma. I'm not too sure if you're suffering from any pains there regarding your left eye. If you are due an eye test or anything like that, obviously you do need to go and get your eyes tested. But during a reading, if I do pick up something, I do have to pass it on. And it's just my left eye. So again, please take note of that. And thank you once again for getting in contact with the show. And for anyone out there who wants to get in contact with the show, you have about 15 minutes left. So if you'd like to leave a voice message, I did say I'll be answering 4, so that's 2 already. So all you need to do is just dial the number. It's 014 43 43 57. And again, if you're outside of Ireland, just add +353. And I can see the chat room is going crazy here. So that's good. You're all chatting away to each other. So that's good. And again, they did say as well, with regards to the music, it's very relaxing. So thank you very much for that as well. And one fan, I'm not going to mention names just so I won't embarrass her. Maybe it's just the accent of the way I pronounce things. But one of the cards that come up is the Hierophant card. And I can't pronounce it any clearer, but the kind of the phonetic sounding of that is hairy and then font, because there was a message there that she said, did you just mention hairy font? And I did, but it's pronounced Hierophant. So I do hope that makes sense, but that's the pronunciation of the card, and that that particular card is the legal card. So when that comes up, it's always, legal advice is needed there. Okay, so it's over to the Facebook page again, and there is loads of questions. So I'm just going to refresh the page just to see if there's new questions coming in, and there is. So thank you very, very much for sending in those questions. And I'm going to go right down to the end. So I'm scrolling all the way down. There's a lot of questions coming in, so I'm just going right down to the very end when it was first created. And okay, I think this is how would there is a question here. It doesn't really make sense. I'm not going to read that one, and that's from Chrissy. So Chrissy, again, just be a little bit more specific, please. Margaret Stratford, can you give me a reading, please, and what can I look forward to in my future, and any message from my loved ones that have passed away, and your in Kilkenny, Margaret. So no problem at all. I don't actually do the mediumship readings on the radio show, but what I do is I do spirit connections. You may have seen that. It's posted on a Friday, so if you would like to get in contact with the show regarding that, or regarding my page, should I say, you will see there on a Friday I post up, now is the time to post your spirit connections, and all I do ask for is just for a picture of a loved one who's passed over, along with their first name, and then your location as well. And speaking of spirit connections, I will be updating that later, so if you did send in your picture for last week's one, that will be updated tonight just after midnight. So I do apologise for the delay in getting to them. So I'm just shuffling the cards now, Margaret. And when they tell me to stop, I'll stop shuffling the cards and I'll lay out the cards for your reading. Okay, they just told me to stop, Margaret. I'm just laying out the cards now. Right, they're indicating here from the cards, Margaret, we have the Seven of Cups. That did come up. And when that comes up in the reverse position, it's always about moving. But at this particular point in time, because it's in the reverse position, you may be kind of thinking that things aren't kind of, moving forward the way you'd like them to move forward in your life. Trust me, they will. It's just a matter of having the patience. And, I'm kind of really bad for that in terms of the patience side of things. I want things, to happen straight away. And when they don't happen, I'm kind of panicking. And, I'm one of those people that I want, things to happen, ASAP. And when they don't, I kind of go a little bit mad. But thankfully, my family keep me, touch wood, they do keep me kind of calm, and they kind of, tell me when it's meant to happen, it will happen. And that's kind of the key message that's coming from this reading here as well, Margaret, because you're the Four of Cups in the reverse position, and that kind of indicates the emotions surrounding the situations going on in your life at the moment. It's like if you're kind of feeling a little bit drained at the moment, and when you're kind of feeling like that, it's very easy to kind of think that nothing is going in the right direction for you. But trust me, it will. It's just a matter of changing that, doing the positive affirmation, which is I love and approve of myself and all is well in my life. You also have the World card that come up in the reverse position, but the good news is you have the Ace of Wands here in the upright position, and that's the the optimistic card. You really do need to stay positive in terms of what you want to happen ahead in regarding your future. And again, we do our best as psychics. We kind of try and predict different things, but again, from the cards here, they are indicating here a kind of a new contract around you at the moment. So I'm not too sure what that is. Maybe you're applying for, work, or maybe you're thinking of going back to work. But whatever it is, I do see you signing something over the next 4 months. So it's kind of within this 4-month period, I do see something being signed, and it will be very, very positive for you, Margaret. So thank you very much as well for sending in your question to the show as well. Okay, we'll continue on. We'll do another reading. So I'm just going through the questions again. And if you've sent in your question via the event page on Facebook, continue on listening, because I could be reading for you quite shortly. Okay, the next person that I'd like to read for is Sarah Louise, and Sarah has just asked, will everything work out for me on the 19th of this month? So I'm just gathering the cards again, and I'm just shuffling them now, Louise. Or Sarah, should I say. And they've just told me to stop, Sarah, and I'm just laying out the cards now. Right, Right, well, you do have the happiness card in the reverse position here, Sarah. That's otherwise known as the Sun card. Now, you also have the Horseman of Swords, that's in the upright position, and you also have the Wheel card here in the reverse position. Again, I'm not really too sure regarding, what's happening regarding the 19th, but from the cards here, they're kind of just saying here that, there's a lot of people around you giving you the love, so it's like if you're kind of feeling that, things aren't going to work out, but again, if you think like that, that's bound to happen. It's not going to work out. So they're kind of saying here, just, reverse these cards and turn them, positive. And that's the key message that I can give you here from this. Again, you have the Six of Cups here, and the Six of Cups is very, very positive in terms of relationship-wise. So again, I don't think you really have too much to worry about. I think that things will work out for you. It's just a matter of you keeping the faith as well. So I do hope, Sarah, that has answered your question. And thank you very much as well for sending in your question to the show. Time for another quick break. I will be answering another voice call after this. So this is your opportunity to get one of those voice readings. Dial the number, it's 014 43 43 57. That's 014 43 43 57, and leave your name, location, followed by your question as well, and hopefully I will be answering your voice call after this.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
First time, last time together. We'll be you and me forever. First kiss, last tear is falling. Don't wanna miss your sweet voice calling me. Can't believe that I'm feeling like this, 'cause I'm still getting to know you. Your tears are like summer rain falling on my face again. And anytime I'm close to you, I feel the sunlight shining through. And I just wanna thank you, 'cause you make life so good. Every day you show me something beautiful, and I love you more than I thought I could. Yeah. Two souls, one mind, two hearts that were intertwined. An empty road that I stand upon. I walk alone since you've been gone. I can't believe I'll never see you again, 'cause I just got to know you. My tears are like winter snow. I've got so many miles to go. Anytime I think of you, I see the sunlight shining through. And I just got to thank you, 'cause you made life so good. Every day you showed me something wonderful, and I miss you more than I thought I would. More than I thought I would. Yeah. Yes, I miss you. I miss you.
There you go. That was Dean Anthony with I Miss You. And speaking of Dean Anthony, fingers crossed, he goes all the way with the Voice of Ireland. You may have seen him. He's after getting through to the live show, and I think the first show is being broadcast on March the 17th. So look out for him. It's Dean Anthony, and I've played his music. I think Dean contacted me about a year ago, and when I heard his music, I said, you know what, I have to play you on the Irish Psychic Show. Your music is fantastic. So he sent me in those tracks, and I think I have 4 in total. And I just knew straight away from hearing his voice, I said, do you know what, you're going to go far. Never mind the X Factor, you're going to go far. And thankfully, what I did see has happened. He's after getting through to the Voice of Ireland, so please do vote for him if you see him on March the 17th. I'm not too sure if he's in the first show, because I think they kind of split it. So again, look out for that particular person, which is Dean Anthony. And the chat room is going mad here. I've just, during that, I was picking out the next, person who I was going to be reading for, and all I kept seeing was bargain. And I was thinking, what are they talking about now with bargain? Because the chat scrolls. So I just asked, what are they talking about? And they've just mentioned that they're talking about pants for £1. So I don't know where you get them, but if you can let me know. But they just all said that they love a bargain, and there's pants for £1. So again, I think it was, I can't pronounce your first name. No, Karen. There it is. Karen mentioned it there. So Karen, if just type in the chat room where you're talking about regarding, where you can get those pants for £1. Okay, so the next person that I'd like to read for, just going through the questions here, and we have a question in here from Mary Arnold, and Mary has just asked, will I get the man I desire? No problem at all, Mary, so I'm just shuffling the cards. And there's only 4 minutes left of the show. How time flies. But don't worry, the next show is on Friday at 11 p.m. And speaking of the next show, you will see the new event page created after this show, and it will say March the 8th. So just join that, March the 8th, and you can get one of those readings here on the show. And it's always good to kind of join the event. It's pointless, clicking maybe, because there's nothing that you have to attend. It's just once you click that, then you're entitled to write your question via the event page. Okay, so I'm just looking at the cards now. This is for Mary Arnold. Will I get the man I desire? So I'm just looking at the cards now. And again, you have the Sun card in the reverse position. And the Sun card is always about a relationship. At the moment, they're kind of saying, no, I don't feel it's going to be just yet, Mary. But the good news is you do have the Six of Cups. So, the love life is going to improve. But I'm not too sure if it's going to be that particular person that you want. It's like if I kind of see this person kind of more, I'm not going to say builder, but I just keep hearing builder all the time. So, Mary, again, let me know who this person is. But they're kind of indicating from this, and what I'm hearing from Spirit, I just keep hearing builder. So they're kind of indicating, no to this, but don't kind of see that as a negative. Just, when someone is meant to be in our lives, they will be in our lives. And that's what the Six of Cups indicates here, that things will change, and they will change for the positive as well. So I don't think you have anything to worry about there. Okay, the next person I'd like to read for is Samantha Louise Crozier. Will things start to look up for me this year? No problem at all, Samantha. So I'm just shuffling the cards now. There's a lot of questions actually coming into the show, and you'll often find that, many of the particular questions kind of run, kind of like a theme. And so kind of tonight, it's, it seems like a lot of people have had a bad year, last year. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we all have a good year this year. So I'm just looking at the cards now here, Samantha. And the first card out of the deck is the Enchantress card here. And it's always about self-belief. And this is the the third time I think that this card is after coming up, throughout the show. And there is 78 cards in the deck. So it's quite interesting when certain cards repeat themselves. You do have the Two of Swords here as well in the reverse position. It's like if you're always kind of faced with a challenge, and it's kind of a challenge that, needs to be overcome all the time. And I'm not too sure if it's connected with your love life, but I kind of see that there's kind of a connection here regarding the love life where things have been quite difficult, and maybe this person is trying to get back with you and you're not too happy with this or something like that. For the moment, they're kind of saying no to this. So, in relation to that question, will things start to look up for me this year? They will, but it's about kind of cutting out the people that you don't really want in your life. And I don't mean, your friends or anything like that. I just mean if there's someone there that's kind of causing hassle or anything like that, don't give them the energy to work upon. And, you'll often find, I call them vampire suckers, that, there's people around us that just drain us of energy. You know the way sometimes you just don't want to be around certain people and you try and avoid them as much as possible? Those kind of people. So again, surround yourself with the people that you want to be surrounded with. And again, I do think, I do feel that things will change then. But for the moment, don't feel as well, Samantha, that you have to kind of do everything for everyone. It's like if you're one of those people that, forget about yourself and, you concentrate on other people. Instead, concentrate on yourself this year. And that goes for all the listeners of the Irish Psychic Show as well. Make sure that you're always, looking after yourself first before anyone else. Okay, the next person that I'd like to read for, I'll continue on going. It's now midnight. But I am going to run into 3 minutes overtime, so don't panic. It's Amanda McLaughlin. What's in store for me? No problem at all, Amanda. So I'm just shuffling the cards. And they've just told me to stop, which is quite quick. So I'm just looking at the cards now. Again, this particular card has come up, I think, 3 times now throughout the show. And it's the 5 of Swords, which is always about escape. And when this particular card comes up here, Amanda, it's kind of like if they're kind of saying here, I'm not going to say get out, but it's like if they're kind of saying here, don't kind of stay in something that you're not happy in. And it's kind of the emotions, surrounding this as well, because we have the 10 of Cups in the reverse position. Now, we also have the Fool card here as well. And again, the Sun card is after coming up. So this is the 4th time that this is after coming up in, the particular readings here. So it's like if there's a lot of stuff going on with people's relationships, that maybe that they're just in a relationship and maybe things aren't going in the right direction and you're kind of, just staying in that relationship. Maybe you're feeling unhappy in the relationship and you need to kind of ask yourself, is this relationship worth, my happiness? As in, if I stay in this relationship and I'm not happy, well, why am I in this relationship? Don't be afraid of, kind of letting someone go if they're not treating you with the love and respect that you deserve. And I mean that sincerely, because a lot of people stay in a relationship that they're not happy in, mainly because, they're afraid of what their friends will say, what their family will say. And, it's about being honest with, yourself in terms of what you deserve. And, no person should be in a relationship where they're not happy. A relationship, obviously there's going to be some rows within a relationship. That's normal. That's, completely obvious with regard to any relationship that's lasted. There's bound to be some rows there. But I'm talking about when things get out of hand, when, someone puts you down all the time. That's emotional abuse. And you need to kind of, look at, why are you even putting up with this? No one deserves emotional abuse. So if that's happening, make sure that you tell someone, make sure you speak with regards to your friends, your family, and then kind of just decide a plan of action in terms of what it is that you want to do to kind of change all of this. So again, I do hope, Amanda, that has answered your question. And again, thank you very much for sending in your question to the show as well. Okay, there is another few questions, so I'm definitely going into overtime here. I shouldn't be, because I'm getting a slap on the wrist here from the director that's sitting opposite me. There's a lot of people here in studio with me. Not that you can see them, but I can. They're all around me. Okay, so the next person that I'd like to read for is Charmaine Allison Walker. Anything exciting going to happen for my future? Stevenson, Ayrshire. Okay, so Charmaine, I'm just shuffling the cards now. And when they tell me to stop, I'll stop shuffling the cards. Well, they've just told me to stop, and I'm just looking at the cards now. They're indicating here with regards study here, we have the 7 of Sceptres here in the upright position, Charmaine, and we also have the Sage card as well, and the Sage card is one of the major cards, and again, a major card just means that there's a higher significance placed on this particular card. And we also have the Ace of Swords. They're kind of saying here, don't give up. And when the Ace of Swords comes up, it shows here in relation to the study, or in relation to the course that maybe that you're on at the moment, don't give up, because it's like if things have been quite difficult, but you need to kind of just go, do you know what? I'm going to stay in it. I'm going to kind of, put up with it. And again, if you're not in a course at the moment, maybe now is the time to kind of think, should you be doing a course? It's never too late to learn something new. So again, that's what they're indicating here. So thank you very much, Charmaine, for sending in your question. And finally, the last person of the night, I'm just going to go through. Actually, I'm going to check if there's a voicemail, and there is. So 1 second. Hello, who is there, please?
Hi, this is Juliana Kelly in Longford. I'm just hoping I can get a small reading on how the few months ahead are going to be. Thank you. I don't really know what else to message to say. If you could do a reading for me, it'd be great. Okay, bye. Thank you.
No problem at all, Julianne. So I'm just gathering the cards. And Julianne, you're the last person to get a reading on tonight's show. So I'm just shuffling the cards now. And when they tell me to stop, I'll stop shuffling the cards. And thank you very much there for Jacqueline saying fab show yet again. Thanks again and good night. Oh, thank you very much, Jacqueline. And thanks to Denise McGuinness as well. And Karen as well for joining me in the chat room as well. And speaking of chat room, you're very welcome to join me anytime in the chat room. I don't really answer questions regarding the chat room But it's always good to kind of connect with other people who are listening to the show as well. And obviously, you know, during a break, I will actually write back to you as well. So just laying out the cards now, and this is for Juliana Kelly. And what they're indicating here, Julianne, is we have the balance card in the upright position. We have the 5 of cups in the, the 5 of coins in the upright position. And we also have the horseman of coins here as well in the upright position. They're kind of indicating here everything is kind of going in the right direction for you, Julianne. And that's good news, especially with regards where relationships are concerned. I feel everything is kind of, you know, brilliant there. And it's very, very positive for you in terms of what your partner offers you. It's like if, you know, you've been together for, I'm not too sure how many years, but they're indicating here a long time. Either it's above, you know, 7 or 8 years that you're together. But I do feel that the connection here is really, really strong between the both of you. In terms of the work situation, I do feel things are changing here because we have the horseman of coins here, and the horseman of coins is a really, really positive card to find, especially in terms of work. So if you were worried with regards to the work situation, I don't think you have anything to worry about there. And they're kind of indicating here, usually when the 3 of scepters comes up in the reverse position, they're kind of saying don't ignore anything. It's like if there's, you know, kind of a message trying to be connected with you, either through spirit or just through family or friends or something like that. But there's kind of a thing that you're overlooking, and you'll kind of find out more over the next 3 months. But it's like if it's kind of connected with spirit, with family as well, if that makes any sense. But that's the way they're describing it to me at the moment. It's like if there's a kind of an issue going on that needs to be dealt with, but it needs to be kind of dealt with before things kind of can move forward. So I do hope, Julianne, that has answered your question, and thank you very much as well for sending in your question to the show tonight. Well, that's it, I'm afraid, for the Irish Psychic Show. I'm after going into overtime, so I do apologise, but hopefully you've enjoyed the show. And again, the next show is on Friday night at 11 p.m, same time at 11 p.m, and the way to get in contact with the show, if you have not had a reading yet, is go to my main page, which is irishpsychic.net, click on the radio show, and there you can ask your question for the show on Friday night. And then the alternative way is getting in contact with the show is via the Facebook fan page. Just search for Irish Psychic, and you'll see there that there is an event created for every single show, and it's just a community where it's easier for me to answer the questions, and for you as well, because you can invite your friends as well who may not, you know, have listened into the show before. And finally then, the last way of getting in contact with the show is via the voicemail, and all you need to do is dial 01443 43 57, and again, if you'd like to leave your voice message now, you're more than welcome. I'll be going through them on Friday night anyway, so any voice messages left after the show tonight, I will hopefully answer on Friday night. So again, that number is 01443 43 57, and if you've missed any of those numbers, the numbers are available via irishpsychic.net. Thank you once again for joining me, to all the fans listening via Facebook, all the fans listening via irishpsychic.net, and all the fans listening in via Spreaker as well. Thank you once again. Take care and good night.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
When I look in your eyes, I can see your love beaming back on me. And when I'm holding your hand, I feel the pulse of your heart with every beat. Look at us now, a little bit older and still happy. And tomorrow will be another day to see the wonders of this world. Another way to be the only boy for this girl. Look at my heart and see that you're the one I'm living for. Look in my eyes and see that I sincerely love
the blink of an eye, I can see my whole life mapped in front of me. There's no way to deny, and there's no way I can hide. The things that you do to me would make you think there's a destiny. Look at us now, you and me. I hope tomorrow will be another day to see the wonders of this world. Another way to be the only boy for this girl. Look at my heart and see that you're the one I'm living for. Look in my eyes and see that I sincerely love you more till the end of our time. And I don't know what will come tomorrow, and I don't know if we face defeat, but here and now, with you around, life feels quite complete. When I look at our lives, I can feel a happiness wash over me. Remember the day that we met, not knowing what to expect, and all the days spent away, seeing the world in a different way. The bottles of wine and the time to enjoy what's on the other one's mind. It comes again, another day to see the wonders of this world. Another way to be the only boy for this girl. Look at my heart and see that you're the one I'm living for. Look in my eyes and see that I sincerely love you more till the end of our time. When I look in your eyes, I can see your love beaming back on me. And when I'm holding your hand, I can feel the pulse of your heart with every beat. Look at us now, a little bit older and still happy. And I love you now, right up until the final heartbeat. Till the end of our time.